Ha! And it glitched out. It is giving me this. Are you serious? There we go. Oh, I'm a derp. Welcome everybody to the Binding of Isaac Racing League Season 2, aka Krumps Learns to Hate VLC Player. On that note, let me get everything unmuted here so that we can actually hear our special guest host for tonight's race. There is the unmute button. If he is there, I believe we do have a certain Look at My Chicken on the line with us here tonight.
There may be a rooster in the house, sir. Yes, welcome everybody. Thank you for having me, Krumps. Great to be here
Indeed, my pleasure, sir. How you doing tonight?
Excellent. Looking forward to this race. As you know, Cobaltstreak team member, friend of long time, so maybe a little bit biased tonight.
Absolutely. No, good times about to be had here. As you can see, we got Cobaltstreak on the left as he was talking about that Look at My Gaming member versus Awesomeitsamy, my Spazza Streamers member, so we're going head-to-head, chicken. You see how it is. We're going head-to-head. No, kidding.
All right.
Obviously, there's no love lost on this one. It's all in love. This is all in absolute good faith and just good times here. But Awesomeitsamy is representing your Houston, I almost said Astros, I'm really sorry. Anybody that knows baseball knows how bad that reference was. Wow, that was really bad. I'm sorry. I meant the Houston Texans, the good football team, versus the Tennessee Titans Cobaltstreak, who was last year's defending undefeated champion, so she's got a little bit of a challenge on her hands. Real quick, before we do anything, guys, I'm going to point this out, that Amy is casting off of a Mac. Prepare for a little bit of frame derpage. That's just it. Good luck casting off a Mac. If you can figure out a better way, wow, tell us, please. We'll be glad to try it, believe me. But it's a stretch. The fact that she can do it, hats off, Amy. Oh my God. Cobalt. Woo! What am I looking at? I just Jack Black lie. Wow. You just made me lose my entire train of thought, sir. My God, but seriously, good luck to both racers. Also, let me know, are they on a call together? Yeah, what the fuck was that? Let me know if they're on a call together, though, so that I know if I'm doing the countdown or if they're going to do it themselves. If they're on a call, feel free to start whenever you two are ready. If not, like I said, just let me know and I will do it for you guys. But again, Chicken, welcome in, man. How's it been going for you? You enjoying these so far, hopefully? And I know who you're rooting for, but I'll ask anyways. Who's your dog in this one?
Well, to be fair, Cobalt, you know, maybe he just needs to be put into his place, but unfortunately, I do have to root for him.
I could totally see
friend
that.
obligation. But I don't know much about Amy. I'm really looking forward to the race. I think it's going to be good. I think, you know, honestly, there's been a drastic improvement over the talent that I've seen so far just in these last 2 weeks compared to what I saw last year. So.
Indeed. Just with that, we're off and running. Let me interrupt you real fast. So we got Mom's Pad and Scapular. Interesting starts, and they're both going to take them, it looks like.
That pad, it can be good for a little bit of extra damage. Scapular is going to give you a free blood bag, maybe, but I don't think they're really good starting items. Oh, that cat for Cobalt.
Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing there with the blood bag. See, that's another thing. You won't see it too often. There's that reset. I was waiting for it. I knew Cobalt was going to do it soon. But with the blood bag, you don't see too many of our racers gambling. Again, it's all about a race down to the womb 2 and through it. So it's a best of 3. Wow, my cat's going insane. It's a best of 3 race through the womb 2. So whoever kills Mom's Heart first gets a point. Like I said, best of 3. You have to get 2 to win the night. So gambling, like Chicken said, it's a little bit questionable. You don't know that you want to waste too much time with that.
Sure, sure. No, I'm talking about maybe in a situation where, you know, you might have a floor lead on somebody. Absolutely. But no, trust me, you know me, I am a degenerate gambler when it comes to this game. So, yeah, there's really no time for it. You just don't have the time to get that super carry run. Yeah, 10 more coins. Yeah, Frag has his 1 coin. I have my quarter. My 1 more quarter, please.
Exactly. Absolutely, exactly. No, it's one of those things, like you said, it all comes down to the actual timing of, do I have a lead? You know, is it good enough where I can spend a minute or 2 gambling? Maybe I come up with a good trinket. Maybe I come up with a halo of flies after I gamble for a minute or 2. You know, it's really all about strategy in this one, and there's a lot of it, and especially with Cobalt, you will see a lot of good strategy here on his side. And Amy knows what she's doing too, speaking of which, has a very slight lead at the moment because Cobalt did that reset, so moving on to basement 2.
And the meats that damage and health. Probably one of the best boss drops you can get.
Especially on the first floor, because you are looking both for that health up and especially damage. There's health up or Cobaltstreak again. So like we were saying, not quite the same, but hey, you're looking for both health and damage. So one of the two, it's better than nothing. Amy, on the other hand, getting the exceptional item for the first floor.
Cobalt does have the panic farts. He can get a little bit extra brush damage if he decides to go bash into these enemies, just like he did right there.
I was just about to say, right as you say it, lo and behold.
Absolutely, that fart cloud's going to clear out most early stuff. So it's not a bad starting item, but he is a little bit behind now. She does have the health and damage.
And just found her boss fight, for that matter.
That's right.
The missing keys, so she can't get into the item room, but she can see down here. At least if I'm not looking correctly. Hold on, I'm looking at my OBS. What is wrong with me? Cat.
Both finding their
Sorry
boss
if everybody
doors.
heard that. My cat is nuts.
No item room for Cobalt yet. She has no key for hers. Oh, no, she does have her key now. Okay, great.
I can't blame her in the slightest bit. This early, you gotta go back for your item rooms, and I'm sure you'd agree here. Oh, speaking of the pad. And let's see, Cobaltstreak picking up. Looked like it was the Rosary, so
that
a couple
pad
extra
and that Rosary.
Gotta love the Rosary. That extra faith up with the extra god items and god rooms. Always gotta take
That's
that.
actually something not a lot of people know, is that you can get extra soul hearts to proc with the Rosary.
Oh,
It'll
really?
also help you give it. It'll also, yes, any faith up will give you extra chances of finding soul hearts. The Rosary exception is going to be you're going to be finding the Bible pretty much in any shop you go into, but that could play well for Cobalt because he can re-roll the Bible.
This
might
is
be able
also
to get
true.
himself a habit, might be able to get himself a map. We'll see.
And oh my, nope, well, wait till you see the devil deal. I'll wait till you see it. Wow.
Woo!
Yeah, the
That
nail
knife.
and the knife.
Oh my god, we
Wow.
have entered warp speed for Cobaltstreak.
We're about to see a real fast run, folks, because Cobaltstreak just got damage up and a soul heart every time he uses the nail there, which you just saw. Turns him into that monster, gives him damage up. Plus, he's got Mom's Knife. We've seen this just be absolutely utilized to perfection a few times. Oh, just doesn't have the range yet, though.
No range, little sketchy on health. Definitely could use a little bit of speed too, but he is a floor ahead and he knows where his item room is. No key yet though.
And let alone a library for that matter, so there's always that chance. I'm sure he won't replace anything that he's got, but he may be able to pull an extra soul heart out of said library with the Book of Revelations, perhaps. Again, he has to find keys, though. That's the risky portion. Do you risk an extra key right now to get into that library for a possible one-time use of something?
The nail's pretty solid. You're going to get health pretty regularly, at least maybe one soul heart per floor. I would say you're going to clear at least 6 rooms, especially with the knife. I really don't see him putting it down for anything other than, like you said, something temporary at this point.
Yeah, there's no chance. And now he's going to go back and clear one more room for anybody wondering, because then he'll get his use of the knife and be able to go through the boss faster. It's a very good strategy here. And grabbing some money just in case, it looks like, too. Interesting. Worth the 9 cents for that last bomb that he had, just to see if there happened to be a secret room up there, too. I guess that would have, well, yeah, it would have just been the super.
Makes a little bit of an error, though. Yeah, he could have placed it on the bottom one and checked for the secret room in that case, but that's okay.
Exactly what I was thinking.
He's pressed for time.
Yeah, in a race, you just kind of go with whatever you can. You don't really worry exactly about stuff like that. Sure, he could have gotten something out of a secret room, but it was probably money, if nothing else.
Indeed.
And onto his boss fight. Let's see who he winds up. Ooh, the Fallen. Uh-oh. This is about to be an interesting build, depending on what shows up here. I know that health is scary, though.
The health is scary. He's not fast enough to dodge him. If he comes, if both of those pieces come charging at him, he is not going to be able to put him down. Oh, there he goes. Okay.
Very good. Interesting. Well, that isn't going to help much. He's even going to leave behind the Ouija board. I figured he'd at least pick it up.
Wow.
That extra second or two of savings where he doesn't actually pick the item up.
I guess it is bad for clearing fires, especially with the knife. It will take a little bit of extra time, but
that is 100% accurate. No pun intended. Yeah, that accurate knife. You knew what I meant there. I meant that chicken was correct. Yeah, it's an odd choice, but again, I see why he's doing it. Like, again, right there, you see him putting out a fire with his knife. If he gets an orange fire as he walks into rooms like that, having a Ouija knife would be a pain to put it out with.
Indeed.
So it's a very good choice on Cobalt's part. Like, he knows full well that he's going to shoot through rocks anyways. He doesn't need the Ouija effect on normal tiers, so he might as well leave it.
Just going to truck it with the 1 red heart and 2 soul. No keys. Amy also struggling big time on those keys on the right there.
At least she's got a little bit of health build at this point, and still
right.
working with Mom's pad, so she's got something going on her side. And wow, nice dodging on these
Lucky
spiders.
so for Cobalt.
I've got to watch these two more often actually dodging. I'm so bad at spiders.
How often do you play these days?
Not very often, quite honestly. Not saying that I'm burnt out on the game, but I'm sort of getting burnt out on the game to the point of like, okay, I call this like, 3-4 days a week, basically. So I don't really need to play it myself too much, but I still do. That's the weird thing. Like, I mean, it's so addicting that I just can't help myself but actually play the game no matter what. I could be sick to death of it, and then you still get that urge to like, I want to reroll everything. Like, let's Cobalt this.
It's sometimes you can get those super carry runs; those are really fun. Or other times when you have to struggle. It was really nice hearing you talk to Edmund earlier. How you were talking about how a lot of people they fall in love with this game and it's hard to put it down. And I totally agree.
It really is. Like, I mean, I watched Man vs. Game play it, and I immediately knew, like, okay, like, I can see that he's enjoying the heck out of this. Obviously, there's challenge involved with it, and I don't get that much nowadays. Like, you do, but, like, to either, like, full-on extremo, bullet hell extremes, or you get, like this, where you do have the challenge, but if you put the time in, you're going to get good at it, as you can see with our racers.
Is he gonna take the ladder? No, he doesn't want the ladder. Wow, okay.
I'm kind of surprised by that move by Cobalt. He's got enough money for it. I'm really shocked he's leaving this, honestly. I can understand it, but...
I like to pick up the ladder just because I want it out of there. I don't want to see it again. Because you can get it from beggars, you can get it from... everywhere. I just don't want to ever
have it show up again. Exactly. Now, Cobalt's not really the type to do much gambling or much use of judgment, guys, so I guess that's fair enough. Like, he isn't going to see it too often. Ooh. And he's going to be very happy with this Caves 2 item, Robo Baby.
One of the best familiars. It's not really going to do much now, but it's going to be super awesome for clearing rooms that have Chubb or Larry Jr. in it, as that damage will hit every single segment on their body.
Exactly, and that's one of the beautiful little keys to it. Wow, Cobalt's getting all these free item rocks with these TNT barrels that he can ship, let alone getting in for, let's see, 13 cents in the center of that room, so back up to 21 again. Cobalt's rolling in the dough here.
Wow, a lot of money for a race situation.
There's a lot of things that could come in handy for. He's already been to the store and seen a couple of pretty, well, not good items, but he's seen a couple items in there that he could have bought already. Now, chances are he's going to come across greed a few times in the near future, but we'll have to see. Speaking of, Amy getting a full room of mini greed heads. Ugh, catacombs, not my favorite level.
Greed heads are just the bane, I think, of every person's existence that plays this game. They are just so healthy. And of course, the fact that they steal your coins and give nothing in return.
And not only that, but how about when they're trapped in the center of the room and they wedge themselves out of that, like, triangle corner? Like, how annoying is that? Because I can't do that the other way around, and I don't find that fair.
Some of the spiders can do that, too, and I call that the Houdini maneuver. Because they can just slide through the crack of that side, and you can't. You can't get them, but they can get you.
Now, see, I've gotten lucky on the first couple floors. You can, like, wedge a shot in there if you're really lucky and get those spiders, if you're thinking about the same ones that I am, and I'm sure you know the ones I mean. But if you get a cellar floor, for example, you can wind up wedging a shot just barely in there. But again, it's sheer dumb luck for the most part. Like, I have no luck with it.
No luck with that bomb for Cobalt. Still a nasty room. Those green, I don't even know what they're called, but they're nasty.
Great question. I want to call them globins, but I know they're not because those are the red guys.
I call them green globins. Yeah, I call them green globins myself.
That's basically what I call them because that's what they look like to me. So I'm on your boat on that one. Great dodging there by Cobalt. Seriously.
Definitely. Amy with a similar room on the right.
Doing a phenomenal job dodging this as well.
Ooh, the bloat. That bloat.
Ooh. And that tear rate up. Squeezy.
Oh, just slice him in the head. Nicely done, Mr. Squeezy.
Whoa. Did everybody hear that? Wow. Wow. Okay. I love when explosions happen in the background.
That's the way Cobalt and I do it, so I gotta say it like that, man.
Everybody does. It's a good old squeezy.
Oh, that Bible! Can't use it.
Oh, no, wait. Let's see them no Bibles. Now, there was some weird explosion in the background of some sort, so that's been happening a lot around here. It's getting kind of weird. Judge it, please. Yeah, there's those no Bibles. God, I love those.
Cobalt has not received a speed upgrade yet, or has he? He looks a little bit fast.
Looks like he's still traveling along about base speed, so I don't think he has yet. So he's still waiting for it.
Base speed.
Oh, no. Aim me down.
Those chub spitters, man. So much damage. So much damage.
That's what I hate about him. If you're not looking just out the corner of one of your eyes, you're going to get hit by that.
Really surprised Cobalt doesn't go for the extra range there, especially since he knows he's very far ahead of his opponent right now.
He's still the type that's still, like, if he thinks he's got enough health in any type of item like this, he'll be more than happy to just go right on through for time's sake and just, you know, blast on through the run. Like, not saying he's got a weird mentality, that sounds very bad, but he's got kind of the race mentality going no matter what. Like, even if he knows that he's got a huge lead, no lead is big enough, don't care, I'm still rushing.
Sure, sure.
And that's just his mentality, and that's why he went undefeated last season. He's all business here, guys.
Super business right now.
That's our Cobalt.
Mr. Cobalt.
Excuse me.
Polyphemus for Amy. Nice item, but is it going to be enough? I don't know. I'm a little worried. A little worried for her.
It's still, yeah, she's pretty far behind. Cobalt's got a pretty good health build at this point, but again, building that Polyphemus behind, like, even if you are trailing, you still got to build yourself, ooh, just barely got nicked there, but you still got to build yourself a nice run to catch up with, because anything can happen. We saw Tornus get screwed into a room with no bombs earlier today.
Oh, I was awake for that this morning. I shed a tear for that man this morning. Teammate or not, that was just brutality.
I was just, you've got to be kidding me with that. Like, of all things, I even told Edmund, like, well, yeah, like, one of our racers, on his birthday, mind you, got trolled into a room with no bombs, and he's just like, oh, like, are you serious? Like, oh man, don't tell me this. Like,
that has happened before, though, has it not? Has it not happened once before with someone? I could
that's
swear
a great
to you
question.
that it might have.
I don't know, it might have, now that you say that, actually. That might have happened last year, actually.
Wow, Cobalt giving Mom the slappage package there, done already.
That was fast. I didn't even get to comment on it.
Knife too strong.
That knife is just overpowered. This is a serious game-changing item. This and Brimstone for me are just absolutely, I will take them no matter what the cost. I don't even care. If I see them and I can afford them, I'm taking them.
Absolutely.
Make
quick work of these. Oh, they both have the crowns.
Yes, they do.
Nice.
Well, now who's the winner? We're never gonna know.
I promise you, I swear this game's on a timer sometime. You find a lot of similar items if both people start at the same time. In all the racing I've done with Frag and Cobalt and random people over the time, it just seems like you get a lot of similar items.
Yeah, absolutely do. Like, I mean, I've seen the exact same thing where it's been, you know, like, again, Frag and myself racing and just like, okay, you know, we're doing a challenge where you can only take these items, and one person will start getting all these banned items from the run, so the next person, like, uh-oh. Next thing you know, it's like, okay, we both start getting the exact same items we can take, like, uh-oh, this is just gonna be really interesting, isn't it? But again, talking to Edmund about Rebirth, like, if we get the thing where we can copy our seed over and, you know, like, hey, this is the run that I'm getting, run the exact same one, let's see who wins.
Oh, that's going to be amazing. That's going to be amazing
hoping
for race purposes, absolutely.
I was going to get your opinion there, but yeah, you jumped in with it too, exactly. Like, I knew you were going to be excited too, like, that just, oh, I can't wait if that happens. That would be so great.
Indeed.
Just to be able to say, hey, here's this awesome run that I had, try to beat my time, you know, anything of this nature. And yeah, this is Look at My Chicken co-commentating. If somebody wants to link him up for me here. I've totally been slacking on that, and I apologize.
That's fine. I'm not trying to, guys. I appreciate that. I just want to make this about Crumps tonight. I'm just glad to be here, and I'm thankful that you're all here having a good time with us. But yeah, it's cool, man. No worries at all. No worries at all. I think most people.
Somebody link him up, seriously. That's the way this should be. We're all about spreading the love here. So somebody link up Chicken for me. There we go. There's the co-host link. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody.
I didn't know if we updated or not, so I didn't want to link that and be like, yeah, it's this guy. That's not him.
I'm gonna spend. Oh, no, I guess he's coming out of that. Oh, judgment. Maybe he's gonna use it.
Yeah, here we go. Judgy, please. Speaking of, Cobalt doesn't like to use judgments too much. He knows he's got the lead. So, like you were saying, will he spend the time? Yes, he actually will. He's getting just that little bit of health.
Indeed.
Which, ooh, free entry into a secret room too, for that matter.
Making short work of all of these enemies. Really, I mean, I hate to say it, but there's really, unless something happens here really bad, gets a really bad room, Cobalt is going to be able to take Mom down pretty easily if he's not stopped.
Yep, he's already on the womb too. He has been flying along on this run. Let's see, we're at the most, probably 18 minutes right now on the timer if I was looking. Too bad I don't have one at the moment, but I'm guessing here. So we're probably at about 18-ish minutes, and Cobalt is flying, guys. Without actually flying, but nonetheless, Amy was right up there with them too. Like, I know, there's so many bad puns that I come across.
I hate that, hollow variant right there on the right. Man,
yeah,
that thing is just, oh, in that room, especially if you don't have bombs, it's just a cluster. It's like fighting a really worse version of Larry Jr. bouncing around all the place.
Who, of course, every time you kill one of them, decides to spawn another little version of himself. Yeah, I detest this fight. Oh, excuse me. And again, with this room, like you said, it's just brutal. Ooh, a little bit of gambling time for Cobalt as he finds his secret room, like I said.
Can't resist. Can't resist it. All of us love gambling.
And he's got the lucky toe, so he pretty much has to at this point.
A little sword action there.
Blew itself up into the... will he do it? Oh, wow. Check this out. He's actually going to do a challenge room here in the womb, too.
Snake getting in there with the bomb. Nice. Nicely done. Nicely done.
I like the move. So for those that don't know, you can only get into this blood challenge room by only having one or less red heart at the time. And of course, Cobalt kind of has more than that, so he cheated his way in by bombing into the side. If you have your secret room nearby, you can do the same with, let's see, stores, your item room, rooms like this, challenge rooms, you name it, you can get into everything.
Definitely useful if you don't have a key, or in this case, he didn't want to spend time shedding the extra health to get in there, so really quick entry in there. A little extra health for him. Not sure he needs really anything at this point, just needs to find the room. Just get in there and finish it off. He's on point to do it.
Well, I can quit telling people what to do. Rah.
Amy making good work of these rooms, but unfortunately, I mean, she is really making quick time. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
With this deficit, it's going to be very hard to overcome. I'm the realist of the sportscasters usually, and yeah, it's going to be very hard to overcome. Again, we've all seen Cobalt, and yeah, especially with Cobalt and the knife, you can see the man's got a little bit of skill with this thing. Plus, anything does hit him, the panic farts are basically going to finish it off what the knife didn't do.
Exactly. And being the fact that he only has to go to Mom, he can sit there and get all the brush damage he wants against the heart because he doesn't have to worry as long as he just doesn't die. He doesn't have any
already there and already 20% into the fight. Yeah, he is roasting through this. Hasn't even worried about poisoning her yet, but he is roasting her at the moment with this knife. This knife is just overpowered.
Definitely a lot of damage here. He didn't even bother proccing the nail, did he? Or
yeah, actually, he did it a couple rooms back, actually.
Okay.
Or 1 room, 2 rooms. I can't remember the recharge on that. It is 6 rooms, so there you go. He propped it about 2 rooms back, so he didn't even have it there. But lo and behold, doesn't even need it. That overpowered knife for Cobalt. And there you have yourself a 1-0 lead. Amy making a valiant comeback, just found her boss fight and item room on the caves too after she had died a little bit earlier. So making a hell of a comeback there. Amy was flying back on to catch up there. So again, great job by both racers again. They're going to both reset, go right back down to basement 1. They're both going to find a room that attaches to an item room. As you'll see, both are just going to infinitely reset for a moment here. So during the meantime, again, we're going to take a short little 1-minute break. Wow. We'll take a short little 1-minute break. I can't help but laugh. I'm sorry if that was good. Either way, we'll be right back in 1 minute after both of these two get reset. Thank you, Chicken, for the co-commentary again. We'll be right back. He'll continue on with us here, and we'll see if Cobalt can't finish it off 2-0 or Amy can't tie this up at 1 apiece. And where's my ad screen? There we go. Woohoo! I know what I'm doing. Crumps isn't a total noob at this.
I need something like that. I need a screen like that.
At least that was creative. That GG sub is at least creative. Oh crap, I muted this. Whoops. There we go. Didn't mean to mute Chicken there. My bad. I accidentally clicked that. God, I'm smooth.
And there we go. Sorry, I had my mic muted. I was talking to my chat during the ad there.
Oh, no problem, dude.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I just realized, like, I had clicked over and, like, oh, geez, I just muted chicken. Whoops. Like, he's probably talking. I'm just, like, muting you. Like, oh, geez.
No
like,
problem.
I'm such a smooth man. All right, on that note, we are clear. As I'm talking to myself, like, yep, so smooth. Smooth. All right, let me flip this back over. So, like I said, welcome back, everybody. Thank you again for all the support so far. Again, we got Cobaltstreak on the left, leading 1-0 right now over Awesomeitsamy. Awesomeitsamy. Let's try that again. Over Awesomeitsamy on the right. Wow, I can't even say her name right. She's gonna smack me. Look at her in mod chat. Oh, please don't watch this, Amy. Again, they are both on a call together, so they are going to get started at their convenience. You two are good to go whenever you're ready. Again, we got Look at My Chicken doing co-commentary with us. So again, welcome in, Chicken. Thank you very much for helping us out here tonight.
Thank you for having me. Pleasure as always. Well, as always, but this is my first one. But I always like to get more involved with all of the communities. I think it's great. I think this has definitely connected a lot of good Binding of Isaac streamers together. And I think it's brought all the communities together, so I'm proud to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it's absolutely my pleasure, and believe me, that's exactly what we were going for, was we were hoping that we could get a bunch of people to know about, you know, all these awesome streamers here on Twitch. Everybody, like, I mean, there were people that don't know Cobalt, and they're just like, oh my god, who is this guy? You know, like, anybody down to, you know, like, just the new people that we're adding in, they're all just blown away by how much people are joining in on their streams now, and just like, hey dude, I saw you're in BOILeR, you know, so on and so forth, and it's been amazing the support that everybody's been giving here on Twitch, that Twitch has been giving us, that you guys have all been sharing the love so much. Like, seriously, thank you one and all for everything. And obviously that goes for you too, Chicken. You've been spreading the word quite a lot, for that matter. I've seen a lot of people like, dude, Chicken told me about this. So again, that goes for absolutely everybody spreading the word. Thank you all so much for absolutely everything, guys. You are making this the success that it is right now.
Amen to that. Amen to that. Well said. Thank you, man.
And that's the beauty of Twitch, is everybody's got everybody else's back like that.
Absolutely. All right, so any predictions on first items here?
Let's see. I'm going to say Cobalt seems to be pretty lucky with these, but we're going to say that he'll get something like 10 bombs. We'll say Amy's going to wind up with, you know what we haven't seen yet? Oh, I take it back. We have seen it once this year, but I'm feeling Wiggle Worm on one side, so we'll say Amy gets Wiggle Worm.
I'd like to see Thin Odd Mush versus Red Mush.
Ooh, that could be a very interesting start. That would be
interesting.
great.
Yeah. Definitely.
See a few quad shots as the guesses. Let's see what else.
Quad versus triple. That'd be sick. We've seen that before.
Yes, we have. Those are actually really fun races, quite honestly. And Amy doesn't have a huge disadvantage at all. She won a race last week.
Have we ever had a Tech 1 versus Tech 2?
Oh, I'm pretty sure last year we did. Wow, that's a good question. If we have, it was not this year. I know that much. The poop. Wolf, you're evil. Ooh, Colin Miter, chocolate milk, knife first room. Oh boy, yeah, if it's knife versus, like, you know.
Another knife. We're gonna have a quick one. We're gonna have a quick one for somebody. We get another
if
knife.
that's the case, it's gonna be disgustingly fast.
Mm-hmm.
Cobalt's gonna get carried. Doesn't Loco carry Cobalt like every time that he runs?
Carries him everywhere, right on his back. Absolutely. It's the luck dragon right there.
Any difference between quad shot and triple shot other than the obvious? Basically the obvious is what you're looking at there.
Quad actually doesn't fire quite as slow as triple.
Really?
Yeah, it's not a shot speed down as much as triple is. Triple is a really slow shot, like even slower than Polyphemus. It's probably one of the worst shot speed downs.
That's brutal, actually, to think about. Like, that is seriously brutal to think about. It's
still a great item, but you're gonna need Tears Up. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if you can find Tears Up, like you were saying, yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful combination right there. It works out great because, man, are you slow at that point? Your tears are just like 1. Wait for it. 2. They'll start when they're ready.
Backpacks in the low cores. Time to get carried.
And there we go. Speaking of starting it, oh, look at that. Mini Mush and Balchinian getting reset by Cobalt. Wow.
Yeah, I can see that. He doesn't really need the health refill. It's just a container. Oh no, Gluttony. He might be getting a Balchinian anyway.
This will be funny if he actually gets that as the result off of this. I'm gonna actually laugh so that... Like I said, I'm gonna laugh. Lo and behold, the Balchinian.
Wow. Well, at least it's a free one. He still has an item.
This is true, so he does get a little bit more off of it this time, so that's why he's taking it this time and running along with it, but wow, that is hysterical. I'm sorry, this game just knows. This game knows, man. Oh, that's good stuff. So there again is the list of all the banned items you can see. We'll get to them when we come across them if we do.
Ooh, that's actually a really good floor. Getting a free familiar for Amy there with Isaac's head. Gonna give her the, it's basically like Brother Bobby with piercing shots. And we have a mini mush, so that's speed and range. Not bad. Not bad for first floor. 2 items on 1 floor. Cobalt's gonna be in a similar situation. We don't know what he's gonna get here. You probably can see. Let's see here.
We'll find out momentarily. And, ooh, the hourglass. Ugh. Well, replaces the D6.
Terrible. Terrible item. Terrible item.
Use it here, but that's about all it's going to be good for is this one boss fight. My guess would be he may actually go back and replace that.
I think he's going to grab the D6 so he can roll something banned. Indeed.
Ooh,
Indeed.
And a pentagram for Cobalt.
Nice bomb placement there.
We were
wow,
both wrong.
That pentagram.
We were both wrong. He actually took the hourglass with him, also taking the $3 bill. I'm kind of shocked by that. The $3 bill. Ballsy. I don't know.
Ballsy, ballsy, ballsy. You never know what that thing's going to give you. It can give you #1 against a really bad enemy.
I will quote Green Board for that. I've had this happen where it's like, cool, I got all this, and $3 bill, I had no range up, and it gave me #1. Enough said. That was a real short fight.
Making short work of these little Peasley enemies here. Cuba Meat Seller 1. That's always kind of a letdown. It's just like, yeah, it's an orbital, but you're really hoping for something a little bit better than that, especially in a race situation.
Exactly. Even the 1 health up almost would be a better idea on the first floor, just so that you got that little bit of security. But even so, the 1 Cuba Meat, it's still, like you said, is the orbital. It can build into one of the 2 best, I almost said cubes of meat. With 2 cubes of meat, it can build into one of the 2 best orbitals. That brings up a great question. What do you consider to be the best one? Because we've had an argument between Guardian Angel and the 2-piece Meat Boy. So what do you think is best chicken?
Oh, putting me on the spot like that.
I love doing it.
I really have to say I like the guaranteed firing damage of Meat Boy. However, depending on your build, you might not want the extra tiers. It might be pushing enemies around in a way that you don't want to push them around, especially if you have Brimstone or something with piercing shot. I'm gonna have to go with the GA all the way. That thing always has my back, blocks all the shots, makes everybody spin faster anyway.
Yep.
So definitely gonna have to say Guardian Angel for me.
I'm going to have to agree with you wholeheartedly on that one. That's always been my thing. I like the extra defense. And speaking of triple shot being slow, we're witnessing it on Cobalt now with that $3 bill. So lo and behold, right back to what we were talking about. But nonetheless, he does have really good speed up on his shots.
Slow triple shot, man.
At least it's better than base shot. It could have been worse. Ooh, very nice here. So homing bombs, and 5 bombs for that matter for Cobaltstreak. Amy finding her boss here and getting pins. So at least it's not another horseman yet.
2 soul hearts there. That's going to be good for her as well. Let's see if she gets a devil or god room here. There might be a game changer in there.
She's going to have to hope for the god room at this point. I don't know that I'd want to spend health this early on with this low a health unless she gets the health up after the boss here. Then it's a question because you're pretty well even with what you already had at that point.
Free familiar for Cobalt there. It's a little trolly, but it does get some extra damage in every once in a while.
See, I actually don't mind it too much. Like, if you give me a Demon Baby along with the Blue Baby Soul is what we're referring to, the trinket. Ooh,
now there's a combo.
Deal. Technology 1, there you have it. Ooh,
that's an insta-grab for me. Everyone knows I love it, and she took it. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. We're going to see a tech run, baby. That's what I'm talking about. I'm actually, you know what? I'm sorry, Cobalt. For this very moment in the race, I'm rooting for Amy. Sorry, buddy.
It's the technology. You got to root for the technology, man. Ooh, look at that, an XL floor for Amy. So that loading screen didn't take too long. She gets an XL floor out of it. So she'll have both Caves 1 and Caves 2 jammed together into one. So 2 item rooms, 2 boss fights for her. And now comes the question of, do we play strategy? What if she finds her boss fights first? What if she only finds one of the 2 item rooms? Does she spend the time to find the others?
Cobalt still no boss room. Man, I don't know. That tech by itself, I would still have to say you're going to need an item room unless you get something very delicious from the bosses, like the meat, maybe Jesus juice. I don't know.
Pentagram at this point would be a huge help for her.
Pentagram would be amazing, indeed.
But yeah, anything like that would be just key. But there she found her item room. Has no key, though, yet. And speaking of no keys, well, speaking of item rooms, Cobalt found his. Ooh, Monstrous Tooth. It's probably a little bit better than, I guess, the Hourglass. That's a real tough call right there.
Monstrous Tooth, it takes out basically any still boss pretty easily. Can do a lot of damage on Gertie Jr. if you hit it right, but you can also miss with it, so...
Just like that poop decided to distract the Monstro as it fell down, so lo and behold, it went after the fly going around the poop. And speaking of judges, judgy please for Cobalt.
he's actually going to take the time to use it.
I kind of don't blame him, though. Like, only with the 2 damage up. Yeah, he's got damage up, but again, like you were saying about Amy's build, like, you kind of need something else here, and she's found her second item room. Still no keys. Ooh.
Wow, no keys, though.
Oh, wow. 3 health up pills for Cobalt.
And he's going to take them? What?
It's because he's got multiples. That's the only way Cobalt will take pills in any sort of run, is if he sees multiples on the same floor, and 3 health up pills. Wow, huge help for Cobalt right there. Now for a devil deal.
And been giving his blessing to Cobalt on this run.
Yeah, RNGesus is strong with you. And let's see, lemon mishap for Amy, so that lemonade, oh, not so sweet, sweet lemonade.
Oof, that guaranteed damage. That's such a tough room without a ladder or flying.
Cobaltstreak, yeah, oh, jeez.
Yeah.
God, here we go. I hate this. Oh, wow. Oh, okay, I thought he had 2 champion mobs in there. I thought I saw 2 gigantic tears coming out, but we're all good on that one. Nice job by Cobalt clearing.
Cobalt's got the health. I don't know. Amy's is looking low.
She's still
nice use of Monstro.
Doing okay. Nice dodge on that one. Why only take the multiple pills for Cobalt, though? I saw that question in chat. He does not really want to get any stat downs. So unless he sees 2 of the same ones, therefore he's going to know what the second one actually does for him. Wow, he just got cornered by a greed head. Yeah, that was painful to watch. Nonetheless, unless he knows what the pills are or that he's got 2 of them and therefore he'll know what the second one does, he's not willing to take them. It's just a little bit of a safety precaution on his part. He doesn't want the stat downs off of him.
Absolutely, I could see that the risk versus reward there is obviously a little bit better if you have multiples of the same pill.
Exactly, or if you come across something like the Lucky Foot, the Lucky or Lucto, sorry, I misnamed that, or you know, something like the PhD, for example. Cobalt will take every pill at that point. But if he doesn't know what they do, there's that risk it's a stat down, and he'll say no thanks.
Hits Peep with Monstro there. I'm really surprised he found this boss room. I mean, look where it is. He had no map.
Yeah.
Honestly, to be honest, I would have been looking at the bottom here. Good job on Cobalt. I'm
kind of thinking the same thing. Like, that's a very odd layout, and I've got to agree with Chicken on this one. Like, I probably would have kept looking on the bottom, somewhere towards the dead center there. I would have figured that the bottom actually kind of linked over. And stem cells, so health up and shot speed for Cobalt. And the Husker is second boss.
Easy peasy.
Yep, no problem with these bombs. Cobalt knows exactly what he's doing, let alone has homing ability on him, so anything that gets close. There you see.
Making short work of that dirty husk, and there's her other key for her item room there for Amy.
She'll be making her way back. Cobalt picking up the meat for more damage up because, you know, he didn't have enough. So there's his 3rd damage up so far. Oh, I love this game. Oh, wow, the Hourglass. Speaking of those similar items, Amy's going to say, we'll take the Lemon Mishap and move on along. I know
Nasty
room.
Those little hanging greaves, those can be a pain sometimes. He really needs some tears up, though. The tears are powerful, but they're just few and far between. He needs more of them.
Exactly. If he could just find a way, even the Liberty Cap at this point would be a godsend for him, just so that randomly he would wind up with the all-fire rate up.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
He would gladly take the damage down. Just the 1 damage down off of that to be able to get full-on fire rate, he would be a happy man. And more keys. It's like Cobalt's game's rubbing it into Amy right now. Like, oh, you need keys still. Haha.
She's zipping around, though, man. If she finds what she needs off the bosses, it's, I don't know. She's got double the speed of Cobalt right now.
Indeed. She can make her way very quickly through these floors if she just knows where she's going. She comes across the compass. Watch out. Amy's going to make this a real close race real fast. Heck, even the treasure map, you can usually kind of tell by looking, like Chicken was talking about before, by looking at the map itself. You can kind of sort of see the layout in your head, and, you know, like ask Casper, for example. He'll be able to tell you, boss is probably right in this corner. And, again, it's a huge help, so anything like that with that extra speed, whoo, these dodges.
Those dirty masks, man.
I hate those masks. Actually, that brings up another good question. What's your least favorite regular enemy in this game? Because for me, you were looking at him there on Cobalt's screen. I hate those masks.
Yeah, well, so many people ask me what my favorite is. I can tell you right now that I might not have a favorite, but I definitely have least favorites. And I don't know. It'd have to be depending on the room layout. I would say the top 3 problematic enemies for me would be masks. What are those things called that shoot the... Anyway, the chub shooters.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
The little Viths, I think, is their names.
Viths, okay. And then Greed heads. Always greed heads.
Yep.
Always greed heads.
Those shopkeeps are okay. I can deal with those a little bit more because I know where they're standing. Those greed heads just bounce around, though. So the greed heads come probably a pretty close second, but yeah, it's the mask for me. The masks are just brutal to me. I hate those things so much. Yeah, those homing bombs are just trolly at the moment. Like, the homing... This is why I don't like homing abilities on anything. Like, bombs, yes, I do, but... Still, you can screw it up, like you've seen. It's obviously been messing with Cobalt a little bit here.
That can be a troublesome room right there. I like the bomb placement, really getting rid of those fluff balls. They can spit out a ton of flies, and it's random every time. You can get some really, really aggressive ones. Luckily, those weren't too bad, and he made short work of them with those bombs.
Indeed,
so good job for
very
Cobalt.
Good job.
Still no boss room for Amy. Cobalt's finding his. It's still fairly close, but she's going to need some really good items from her bosses, and she needs to find it soon.
Speaking of bosses, Amy just found hers as you finished
saying
that, and Cobalt with the bloat. I hate this fight.
He does have a good strategy. If you'll notice, he likes to get to the top of the bloat's head, and I tend to do a different strat here than what he does. It depends. Both are a little bit risky. There are safer ways of fighting him, but for the sake of time, I think he likes to do it that way, and that's why I like to do it the way that I do it as well. There's almost a way to trap it, kind of like Monstro 2, into the laser firing stage, and you can just keep playing with him like that, and he'll stay stationary. The problem is, you got these eyeballs all over the place. You got these eyeballs all over the place, so you can't just stand and camp in one spot, unfortunately. Still getting a devil deal after getting it from the... Wow,
that's lucky. Wow, doubly lucky. Guppy's head in the Book of BOILeR. I was going to say, I guarantee he takes that book. Time and a half damage multiplier, because he needed that too.
Absolutely. Poor Amy here, though. Not really picking up anything good from the boss. Going to be a second cube of meat here. And unfortunately, the crown, which she doesn't even have any keys to go in the shop, even if she wanted to.
Yep, still working on that 15 cents. She could have actually bought something, too. But again, like we said, she is just not getting luck with the key drops here. Yeah, my crown. Sorry, Diana.
Best thing she could possibly hope for would be a god room, but it's going to be even slim chances of that because she did manage to take technology off of the devil.
That's true.
So
that upped her curse level. I didn't even think about that. So yeah, she's got a very slim chance of god rooms at this point. And she can't really afford any more devil deals, as you just saw Cobaltstreak. Oh my! Wait till you see that one. I'll wait.
Ooh, the carry. That quad shot carry.
The carry is strong. Of course, it's not gonna... I didn't even think about this. He's got $3 bill.
Oh, no! That's gonna take his quad shot away!
Yep, I didn't even think about that.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh. Bad luck for Cobalt. That's why you never pick that dirty $3 bill up.
Yep, and he'll be telling the same thing to everybody in his chat right about now, I guarantee. Oh, that sucks. I didn't even think about that combination until all of a sudden he fired one shot and like, why doesn't he have 4? Oh, yeah. Wow, that sucks.
Very unlucky. Very unlucky.
So again, $3 bill coming back to haunt Cobalt here. Again, it's not really haunt him so much. He's fine without it and finding his boss fight again. Wow, that inner compass working for Cobalt right now.
He's on it, man. Really, yeah, absolutely. He's just finding everything. And he kind of doesn't need to because of his health, but any distance he can put on his opponent right now is going to be good. Crumpus for Amy on the right there. She's making short work of him, though. No offense to Mr. Crumps, of course.
Oh, none at all whatsoever. Yeah, she's ripping on through this. And again, like, that was Chicken's suggestion, was we actually make the BOILeR hype icon say Crumpus instead, which was actually a good idea, but I thought it was more fitting for the actual league. So we'll come up with something for that, though, because that is too good of an emote trigger. So we'll find something for it.
Oh, man. And I'm not really sure what he's doing. Why? He knows where his boss room. What is this all about?
That is a great question. What he was going for? I'm trying to figure this out myself.
Oh,
like, he's not getting in the blood challenge room. He's at his store. Maybe he doesn't have 15 cents though.
Doesn't he have a? He has an arcade, but I don't even see him gambling at this point. What is he doing?
It's got to be the shop. That's the only thing I can put this on. It's got to be the shop. It's got to be the shoes. I mean the shop.
Wow, wasted keys there too.
Here's the shop. We'll find out.
What is going on here? Okay. I guess he doesn't care. Somebody just said he's getting carried. I guess. He's just gonna explore. Cobalt gonna Cobalt.
Go figure. It's Greed.
It's Mr. Greed.
Oh no. Those enemies you were talking about just took enemy down. Just took Amy down. So those Biss that spit out the chub that Chicken was talking about being absolutely terrible in that room basically trapped Amy, and yeah, that was the end of that particular run.
I feel bad for Amy. That's really bad. I know some of those rooms are super tough.
Yeah, if you don't have flying, you're basically trapped into damage that you have no choice but to take. So she got hosed there again.
Well, I predict heavy gambling for Cobalt since he knows he's got the time now.
Yep,
he's
and here's
well,
the
actually,
arcade.
No, he picked up his speed sale. Excuse me, he picked up his Steam sale. I don't know. I guess maybe an Emperor card here at this point. Maybe that'd shave up a lot of time.
About the best you could hope for, I'd say, yeah, probably an Emperor card. I was going to say wait for it. Nope, there's his other gambling machine, so he's just getting a few soul hearts, if nothing else, right now.
Double gamble all the way.
Might as well, if you can put them close enough together. Why waste time? Oh, the purple machine blew up. I'm sure that'll be the end of his gambling, honestly. Nope, 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 nope. I lied. Three-card money time.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Awesome.
Overtime gambling. Just one more coin. Just one more.
How much time is left on that Hawks game? God dang it, 9 seconds when they tied it up. Are you serious? Ugh. Dang it. I'm a Blackhawks fan, for those who don't know. So many Kings fans. Hush.
Can you imagine all the rooms he can just bomb through right now?
Yeah, he's got plenty of stuff working for him here. So, there go the bombs. Here comes the end of this. I was wondering when the end of the gambling was going to come, and there you have it. Just one more coin, man. Just one more coin.
Oh, getting an extra soul heart and an extra bomb for that burnt penny. Great. Good for him.
And more gambling because he still had a couple cents left over, so you might as well. Do the spades, double the keys. I'll take that strength card for one stat up to, to one to every stat up, I should say, for the room that he's in. Amy rocking that sacrificial dagger. She's got Judas's tongue, which would make, is it making everything one heart in the devil deals? Am I thinking of that correctly, or is it half price? Well, half.
Any red heart devil deal will turn into one heart. It doesn't do anything for the soul heart deals, unfortunately, but yeah, you're absolutely right. You can get any 2-heart devil deal for one, as long as you have Judas's tongue before you enter the Satan room.
Yep, because you can't just pick it up halfway through the level, walk back in, and be like, oh, cool, that 3, oh, it still costs 3. Yeah, yep. it doesn't update it at that point. Yep, that's Chicken co-hosting with me, so if somebody wants to link him up there again or hit the, I think it's exclamation mark co-host? I kind of forgot what the trigger was, so I'm not going to hit that just in case. But somebody will link up Chicken's channel for us here. Go scream outside.
Am I behind? Let me pause play here.
Let's see, Cobalt basically just took out his mom's fight, so he's moving on down to the womb. Ooh, got a loading screen and the XL floor that he was looking for. Wow, Uter up and actually got quad shot.
Oh
How
my
did he get
Gertie.
quad shot to activate?
Well, it is a $3 bill effect.
I thought only triple shot was. I thought it didn't have quad shot.
Triple and quad.
Really?
And quad. Yes.
Okay, I guess I've never paid attention. I thought it was just triple, so I learned something new today.
Well, you know what? I take that back. I could be wrong. Maybe something was just interacting to let his natural quad shot proc there.
That could be. It could just be that
let's not be definitive on that. Yeah, because we don't know for sure. So
exactly, we're speculating here. So there's no real reasoning behind what we're saying. That could be. It could be Magneto activated for him.
Oh, that's true.
Because that would make him have his base tiers, which would be quad shot.
Oh, this is a nasty room.
Look at all these extra bombs, too. Like, if these don't get cleared out for me, I'm just taking damage in this room that Cobalt's in. I hate the one that Amy's in, too. I do not like those butt lickers.
They are time-consuming, and that's why technology of any sort, Brimstone is super OP on those guys. Just slice them and dice them, get out of there.
Anything on the catacombs is just like, oh, get these spiders out of here, Brimstone. Cover the whole screen. That's all I want.
I can see why Cobalt's clearing this room. It is like kind of a pivotal room. He doesn't know which way he's going. No compass, no map.
And found himself a dead end, so he has to get back out of there now.
Yeah, exactly.
So lo and behold, good call on your part there. Yeah, so you pretty much have to clear some of the rooms, even though it looks like you may not have to. You might as well do it for safety if you have to walk back through like Cobalt is.
Exactly. It would have taken double the time, and he probably would have taken some damage re-entering the room there again. Yep, so good clear for him.
Didn't mean to cut you off. Go right ahead.
No, it's what. Oh, that's it. I was going to say just good clear for him. That's it.
Ah, good. I was just making sure I wasn't cutting you off there. It didn't want to seem like I was stepping on you or anything. Diana linked up on a talk about there at the www.boiler.org. That'll have all the schedules updated. Give or take about Tuesday, we'll put week 3 up there for you. Basically, as soon as these races are over, I have a lot of work to do with the website, so that is part of it. We'll update it for week 3 on the schedule and whatnot. But every Friday through Monday, this channel runs basically 24 hours a day. There may be a few hours of downtime here and there, like if I want to sleep in quiet or something for an hour or two, I may turn the cast off or something, but, you know, mostly 24 hours a day during Friday through Monday. We will be all Binding of Isaac. We got 16 races a week, so you can see it gets a little crazy, but we don't know the actual schedule till the week before, but we will let you know as soon as we know everything on there. 17 regular season weeks, and then 5... Oh, yeah, let's see those no IP, no Ipecac. So Amy's going to re-roll that real quick here, because she does have her D6 charge, but that is Ipecac, so she's going to have to re-roll it. That is one of our banned items. Actually...
Really unfortunate, because, I mean, man, you can power through some doors. Oh, the shears! Great trade-off.
That worked out beautifully for Amy. That is one of the best space use items, in my opinion. I love the shears.
Absolutely massive damage on any boss. I mean, any boss, whether they be stationary or walking around.
And God forbid you get trapped in a room that you really do not want to be in, and that gives you the opportunity to fly when you use the pinking shears, by the way. It basically chops your head off from your body and lets your body run around doing damage. So you can just let your body do that and just have your head go fly off into a safe area if you desperately need to. So that is a great item to have. It's a nice little safety net.
I don't know if he should have bombed out of that one. I have a sneaking suspicion it's at the bottom there. I don't know.
I'm a little bit worried about this. Well, he might have just been going back for... Well, no, it wouldn't make sense for this. So where's he going to go look? I guess all the way over on the left. Let's find out. Cobalt's got an idea.
Tornus had a similar map, I think, to this. Or some... it was either Tornus or Wolf. One of them has a similar map to this.
I think it was Wolf actually got that one. I think. It was that race, though. I know the one you're referring to.
Yeah. I remember from this morning.
I can't even remember 5 minutes ago, let alone this morning anymore. It was sometime in one of the races this year. Everything is just blending together. And let's
it has happened at some point.
Oh, wow, that was a cheap spawn on that shot. I didn't even see it till it almost hit her.
Ooh, yeah, you know what's happened to me before? That something similar like that happened, and it pushed me out of the door.
What? Are you serious? It bombed the door open?
Well, no, it didn't bomb the door. It just pushed me through the door. I don't know. It was really weird.
Wow, that's a little bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cobalt's got the $3 bill, guys.
Triple shots, but it's pretty fast.
Yeah, given what it could be, that's not terrible. I've seen far slower.
This is a nasty map. Just look at the rooms.
This is I know it's an XL floor, but this is kind of a ridiculously sized
He's lucky
floor.
He's ahead. That's all I'm saying. He's lucky he's ahead, because this would be horrible in a normal race situation.
He spent a lot of time here. Like, look at all the rooms that he's cleared so far, let alone the ones that he's bombed back out of to make, you know, like once he knows that that's not where he's going. All right,
nice strategy on that Mimic there. Push him in the corner. He doesn't really need the key anyway, so it's going to save him some time. Oh, not a lot of health, though. This is...
Yeah, it's getting a little iffy on both sides, so there's a little bit of extra... Wow. Yep, you were right, Chicken.
Oh my god, that room.
So the map layout was correct on Chicken, or in Chicken's mind, I should say. Looks like Cobalt's working his way back down towards the bottom center. Wow.
Amy fighting those nasty Viz again, man.
At least she's got the open room for
everywhere.
This one isn't so bad. If you can get him to actually aim in the opposite direction of you, it's okay.
It's a lot better, yeah.
Wow.
Still not fun, but...
Dead end number 7 for Cobalt.
Boy, this is just a terrible layout. Gotta be... Honestly, I mean, I don't watch all the races, but this is one of the worst ones that I've seen.
Oh, by far.
He's
this
getting
is by
really
far the
unlucky
trolliest
here.
I've seen.
He's getting really unlucky here with these dead ends.
Yeah, good guy Cobalt.
Like a
Give her a chance
puzzle.
to catch up.
Aha, that bloody penny's gonna help him out a little bit. Picking up the money.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, he switched out. I'll be damned. I didn't even notice he switched out from the burnt penny from a little while ago. I didn't even pay attention. I just saw the word penny. All right, so that empty room. Those pills. Wow, Cobalt's actually getting pilled. Yep, he doesn't know what they are. No thanks. Moving on. A curse room would have been okay if Cobalt was actually full on health at the moment, but I'm sure he's skipping over this at the moment.
I think we're getting close. I feel it. It's got to be down here. Yeah, it's got to be down here somewhere.
It can't be far. He's got to be right up on this by now. If this keeps going around, this is a ridiculous level.
And Amy, I mean, she can't do much more than she is right now. You can't use the shears every room. Unfortunately, it's very powerful, but it's got a 6-room recharge.
Wow, look at this map. Oh, wow.
Oh, my God, that was hockey Gerties. Oof.
Them double Gertie Juniors. This is not the last room you want before your last boss fight.
Oh, my God. Shedding health here. Not looking good for Cobalt. Nasty room right now. Oh, and he's having to use his bombs, too.
Ooh, down to 2.5. Oh, wow. How did he not get hit by that last Gertie Jr.? Wow, that was pretty lucky. I thought he got hit there again. Oof. Down to 2.5 hearts, though, right now.
Wow. If I were him personally, I don't know. Cobalt's very confident in his skills, but if I was him personally, I don't know. I think I would have to go back and find health at this point. I wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't trust it on 3. He can get hit 3 times basically because he has a strength card.
Yep, which he just used against Loki too. I'm actually kind of surprised he didn't use that on Mom's Heart along with the Book of BOILeR.
Well, we do have a nail biter, folks. That's always good, right?
Yes, indeed. You gotta love him that way. It's the best way. Amy making her way through her caves too at the moment. Still looking for that item room here again. She's making a hell of a comeback on this one. But again, it's all at this point on if Cobalt can... Wow, that health up off of Loki too. That might be key. That might be your key.
He did manage to get hit once, though.
Yes, he did. So still at those 3.5 hearts right now. He can get hit 3 times before he's in real trouble. So that is quite a bit of leeway for him.
And no Polaroid.
Oh, that's true. I didn't even notice.
He could have gone back and grabbed it. It was lying on the ground. I think. Or am I wrong?
That might have actually been on the womb one. If not, then he left it in the Mom's Heart fight, actually. Or Mom's Foot fight, I should say.
Well, I know he left that one, but I saw another one pop up somewhere. So
I didn't pay attention to the second. Okay. Chicken, the perceptive one here. I paid no attention to that.
Well, I mean, to be fair, pardon me, guys. I admire what you're doing, man. It's hard to watch both screens and remember to commentate both screens. So, bravo for Crumps, everybody. It's
no, seriously.
It's not
thank
easy,
you for
guys.
that.
It's not easy.
It's as much as I say it's not easy, it's still pretty easy to lay back on my couch and just be like, yeah, Cobalt's kicking ass. I mean, there's limits to it, obviously, but it is still a little bit of a stretch. But thank you very much for the compliment, dude. I appreciate it, and I appreciate the help here because, as you can tell, I'm gonna need it this season. My voice is gonna go at some point this year.
Yeah, no sweat, man.
No, I really do appreciate it,
stock up on
dude.
tea and I don't know what else is good for the throat. Tea, honey. Stuff like that. I know Frag always drinks that when his voice starts to go.
Yep, I'm basically, like, being that I'm not much of a tea person, I basically just chug it down because I have to, but I load it down with honey, so that's about the only way my throat's still in any way, shape, or form active right now.
Sure.
Alright, Amy, moving on down to the depths here. Let's see if she... Nope, just gets the depths 1. I was going to say maybe she could get a little bit of time made up if she gets an XL floor here, but... Even looking worse for her now at the moment as Cobalt is about halfway through the Mom's Heart fight, still yet to be hit, dodging like a champion. Yeah, Gargle Honey, there you go.
He's out of tricks, though. No more bombs. He's just relying on his tears here and his dodge shoes. That's all he's got.
Oh, now we see the real dodge shoes is 3 knights, one of which being the Isaac champion version. I hate those. Okay, those are my least favorite. If you want to put champions on there in that list, those are my least favorite. Then the knights. Or then the masks, I should say. Knights in and of themselves are okay, but when you get that Isaac version that just goes so much faster, I can't time those by comparison to the others. I'm so bad.
Man, he's just getting really unlucky. Just a little shred of health to get Mom to be in that stationary position again. If you can do it when Duke's down, nope.
Oh, just barely missed it, too. Yeah, very, very close on that, but yeah, he's only got to kill off the Duke here, and shouldn't take too much longer. Cobalt should have the, I keep wanting to call it the fetus. Good lord, the heart should be down the rest of the fight now.
Well, I don't know. What is it? You know, It Lives isn't really a heart anymore. It's kind of a heart fetus.
It basically is kind of a fetus. So.
It's a heart fetus, man, whatever that is. Whatever warped things exist in Edmund's mind, that's exactly what that is. So.
That's honestly what I should have flat out asked him. Was like, okay, what do you want me to refer to that as other than Mom's heart? Because it doesn't really look like so much of a heart anymore. But I know what, I guess I get what he means by it, but like, you can't pick that far into the dude's mind. Like, do you really want to go there?
That's the creative process, man. I think we all have it. Even streamers, they all have their own flavor and art forms and styles of, I mean, even doing commentary and stuff like that. So I think it's great. And like you guys were talking about earlier, you know, sorry, I mean, if I'm rehashing something, but it was just really nice hearing you guys talk about how it's like an art form and stuff like that. It
really is too. Like, I don't think that gets taken, or I think that gets taken for granted too much. On this note, Cobalt just about to finish off Mom's heart here, still at 3 hearts, so he's looking golden. And if that fly gets out of his way, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A very nicely run, well, very nicely done run. Let's make everything rhyme. By Cobaltstreak. So congrats, Cobaltstreak. Very nicely done, Awesomeitsamy. Do not take that bad at all. You were putting up a great fight on those if you didn't get trolled heavy.
Those Viz were the ultimate nightmare for Amy today. I feel bad for some of those nasty rooms. Cobalt. Yeah, he managed to find what he needed, and he made good use of his items and good use of his time. So a good game. Yeah, congratulations to Cobalt. Count it.
Indeed, count that one in the win column. Cobaltstreak 2-0 on the season after the real scare in the first week, but winning 2-0 here this week and moving to 2-0 on the season. So still undefeated, Mr. Cobaltstreak, taking that that streak. I'm so creative. Taking that streak odds further this year. So. Do my math here, that was 11 plus 2 in there, so he's 13, 15-0 total on my stream within the BOILeR, so very tough to beat. 15 straight wins, going for 16 next week. So again, good luck to Cobaltstreak next week. Great race there by both of you two. Great job by Awesomeitsamy. And look at my chicken. I would like to thank you once again for the co-commentary, sir.
My pleasure, man.
It was very, very, very much appreciated. You were taking a lot of pressure off of me here, dude, and it was an absolute pleasure, man.
No sweat, thank you. It was nice entertaining you guys. Thanks for having me, Crumps. Thanks for all the promotion and everything. Have a great night, everybody. I'm out of here, man. Take care, dude.
Likewise. Take care, Chicken. And again, let's get Chicken linked up in there so that you guys can all give him a follow. Great Binding of Isaac player. Always really, really cool to hang out with. So let's link up Chicken. Everybody make sure to give him a follow if you don't know who he is. VV is Vader Victory for